Ever held a tiny seed and marveled at its potential? Just like the universe packed into a tiny speck, a single seed holds the blueprint of an entire plant, waiting for the right conditions to unfurl its green splendor. Now, imagine the magic of a handful of such seeds transforming into a lush, vibrant herb garden. From the fragrant basil that adds a punch to your pasta sauce, to the sprightly mint that freshens up your iced tea, to the robust rosemary that flavors your roast, each seed carries a promise of flavor, fragrance, and freshness. Herb seeds are as diverse as the plants they morph into. Some are as minuscule as grains of sand like thyme or poppy seeds. Others, like coriander or dill, are perfectly round and hard. And then there are those that are flat and thin like basil or parsley. Each seed, a marvel of nature packed with life and potential. Choosing the right herbs to grow from seeds is an art in itself. It's about striking a balance between what thrives in your climate and space, and what you love to use in your culinary creations. If you live in a place with warm, sunny weather, basil, thyme, or oregano could be your best bet. For those in cooler climates, parsley, chives, and mint can be a delightful choice. Limited on space? Worry not. Many herbs like dill, coriander, or chervil grow happily in pots and containers. And then of course there's the question of taste. If you love Mediterranean cuisine, you might want to plant seeds of rosemary, sage, or marjoram. For Asian or Mexican dishes, cilantro or lemongrass could be your go-to herbs. Remember, the potential of a seed is not just about the plant it can become, but also about the flavors it can bring to your table, the fragrance it can add to your home, and the green it can add to your space. The seed you hold in your hand has the potential to transform into a thriving herb plant. It all begins with making the right choice. The success of your herb garden lies in the foundation you build. Let's delve into the secret world of soil preparation. It's all about balance. Herbs favor well-drained soil with a neutral to slightly alkaline pH. You can test your soil's pH with a simple kit from your local garden center. If you find your soil too acidic or too alkaline, don't fret. A dash of lime can sweeten acidic soil, while a sprinkle of sulfur can counteract alkaline conditions. Next, let's talk about compost. This nutrient-rich organic matter is like a gourmet meal for your herbs. Mix it into your soil to boost fertility and improve drainage. Finally, prepare your planting area. Clear away any debris, weeds, or stones. Then, gently loosen the soil with a garden fork, allowing your herbs' roots to penetrate deeply. Remember, a well-prepared soil bed is the first step towards a flourishing herb garden. Planting your seeds correctly can make all the difference. Let's dive into the secrets behind successful planting. Depth is key. The general rule of thumb is to plant seeds 2 to 3 times as deep as their width. Overdo it, and your seeds may struggle to break the surface. Next, consider spacing. Each herb needs room to grow, so avoid overcrowding. A good measure is to leave about 3 to 4 inches between each seed. This gives your herbs ample space to flourish without competing for nutrients. Watering is the final step in the planting process. After placing your seeds, water them gently. A fine mist is perfect for this. You want to moisten the soil without washing away the seeds. Remember, planting is more than just putting seeds in the ground. It's about creating the perfect environment for your herbs to grow. With the right planting techniques, you are setting your herb seeds up for success. The key to a thriving herb garden lies in the care you provide. Let's delve into the 3 pillars of herb care: watering, sunlight, and general maintenance. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in the health and vitality of your herbs. Watering, for instance, is more of an art than a science, as each herb has its own unique requirements. Some herbs, like basil and parsley, prefer their soil to remain consistently moist. Others, such as rosemary and thyme, thrive in drier conditions. Overwatering can be just as detrimental as underwatering, so it's essential to understand the specific needs of each herb in your garden. Sunlight is another critical factor. Most herbs adore the sun and need at least 6 to 8 hours of it each day. A south-facing window or a sunny spot in your garden can be perfect for your little green friends. However, if you don't have access to enough natural light, don't fret. Many herbs can also thrive under grow lights. Now let's talk about general care. Regular pruning is a must for most herbs. By trimming your herbs, you encourage bushier growth and prevent them from becoming leggy and sparse. It's a simple task that involves removing the top third of the plant, ensuring you always make your cut above a leaf joint. Don't forget about pest control. Herbs can be a favorite for pesky insects. Regularly check your plants for signs of infestation. If you do spot some unwanted guests, don't panic. There are plenty of organic methods to tackle them, from insecticidal soap to introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs to your garden. And of course, feeding your herbs is essential. A slow-release organic fertilizer can provide your plants with the nutrients they need to thrive. Remember, it's always better to under-fertilize than over-fertilize. With consistent care and attention, your herbs can thrive and provide you with fresh, aromatic leaves. So roll up your sleeves and let the magic of herb gardening begin. The joy of herb gardening comes to fruition when you harvest. Yet timing is everything. The best time to harvest herbs is just before they flower, when the oils that give them their flavor and aroma are at their peak. Mornings, after the dew has dried but before the heat of the day, are ideal. Now, onto the method. It's all about snipping, not ripping. Use a sharp pair of garden scissors to cut the stems. Make sure to leave about 1/3 of the plant intact to encourage new growth. After you've harvested your herbs, don't let them wilt away. To store fresh herbs, wrap them in a damp paper towel, pop them into a plastic bag and stash them in the refrigerator. Harvesting your herbs correctly ensures their continued growth and provides you with fresh herbs for your culinary delights. Let's recap the journey we've taken from a handful of seeds to a bountiful herb oasis. We started with the potential of a seed, a tiny capsule of life that holds the promise of lush, fragrant herbs. We explored the importance of choosing herbs that suit your climate, taste, and culinary requirements. Whether it's the piquant aroma of basil, the earthy flavor of thyme, or the bright zest of cilantro, each herb has a unique character that can elevate your dishes and beautify your garden. Next, we delved into the foundation of any thriving garden, the soil. Just as a house needs a strong foundation, your herb garden requires nutrient-rich, well-drained soil to grow. We learned about the essential nutrients and the ideal pH balance for herbs, and how compost can enhance soil fertility. Then, we got our hands dirty with planting techniques. We discovered the art of sowing seeds at the right depth, spacing them appropriately, and ensuring they receive ample sunlight. We also discussed the benefits of container gardening and how it allows for better control over the growing conditions. In the 4th chapter, we turned our attention to caring for our green babies. We talked about the delicate balance of watering, not too much, not too little, and how to protect your herbs from pests and diseases. We learned that herbs, like us, need a healthy diet, plenty of sunshine, and a little TLC to flourish. As we moved towards the end, we delved into the joy of harvesting your herbs. We learned the right time to harvest, how to do it without harming the plant, and the best ways to store and use your fresh herbs. With these secrets, you can transform a handful of seeds into a thriving herb garden. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. Each seed you plant, each leaf you touch, each herb you harvest brings you closer to nature and adds a dash of green to your life. So roll up your sleeves, feel the soil between your fingers, and start your herb journey today.